Okay, good morning everybody, good afternoon, whatever time of day you are watching Assembly today. You are very welcome and I hope you are all keeping safe and well. I am really sorry this isn't live today. I had hoped to do a live assembly this afternoon, as you know, but unfortunately I've got a meeting now this afternoon and I can't go live this morning because that would interrupt your lessons on Teams. So I'm hoping that this recording can be played at a suitable time for you today, so that we can have some form of assembly together today. I know it isn't the same as being live. It's nice to have that interaction and that chat, so I will plan in a live assembly as soon as my diary allows to do so. Anyway, this term we are focusing on our value of courage. So last term we focused on compassion, and every autumn term we really dig deep into that value of compassion. In the spring term we dig into our value of courage, and in the summer term we look at our value of community. And actually it's really appropriate this spring term particularly that we do focus on courage, because courage is particularly relevant to the circumstances we currently find ourselves in the middle of a national lockdown. Courage at this time, it's about showing our bravery, facing new challenges and being resilient to pick ourselves back up when we find things get too much, get a bit tricky, and it's having that resilience to carry on and to keep achieving and to keep having a go. And it does take courage to do something new or to do something challenging, okay? Now, if you have a think, even just, we're on Wednesday today, but even just already this week, think of something that's challenged you. I'm sure if we're all really honest, there are lots of things that have challenged us already this week. It could have challenged you, perhaps a piece of your home learning. Technology could have challenged you, for example. I know it has me several times this week. Frustrations with technology. I had to show my resilience to keep trying to work it out. It could be actually your emotions have challenged you. The upset of not seeing people, not spending time with people, that can be challenging. Have a little think about something that's challenged you this week. And it really does take our courage to cope with that, or to try new things. It really does. So it's important that we understand our courage and how we can demonstrate our bravery and our resilience through our value of courage. So I have a story today from the Bible, and this tells of a time in the life of Moses when his courage was really tested. Okay, so Moses lived a boring life. Sheep and hot sun, desert and dry days, followed by more dry days. The land was so dry that fires broke out. Bushes blazed for a moment, and then nothing remained but a pile of black ash. But this bush was different. The fire was so bright, Moses covered his face. Yet, as he peered through his fingers, he could still see the leaves and the branches, and even the tiny red berries that were his favourite snack. The fire was scorching, so hot, yet he took a step forward to look more closely. Then another and another, until out of the bush a voice boomed, "Moses! Moses!" Moses was frozen with fear. He could take no more steps forward or backwards. The voice came again. "I am your people's God, and I have seen how they suffer as slaves in Egypt. Moses, you are the man I have chosen to go and lead my people out of that land and into a new land of their own." Moses took a very big step backwards, then another, then another. There was a long silence before he summoned the strength to speak. "I can't. They won't listen. No way." The burning bush shot a burst of flame into the sky, sending Moses sprawling to the ground. "Tell them I am has sent you. I am the one who is God. I am the one who gave you a voice, and I will give you words to speak. I am your God, and I always will be." Moses knew he had to go, but he didn't know how. And then out of the bush, "I am" shocked him once more. "Look, here comes your brother Aaron. He will go with you. He will speak for you, and together you will take my message to the people." Moses stood up, turned around, and took a step away from the bush. A courageous sort of step. Then another and another, until he walked with his brother, his wife, and his entire family all the way to the land of Egypt, just as the Lord had commanded him to do. Just have a think about that story, which is taken from the Bible. Okay, have a think about the position that Moses found himself in and how he demonstrated courage. There are a couple of occasions in that story where I can think that Moses demonstrated courage. So if there's someone watching Assembly with you now, just take a moment maybe to pause me and just to talk together about how that story demonstrates courage to you. What were Moses' actions that demonstrated courage? How was he going to step out of his comfort zone in order to cope with a new challenge that had been set for him? It can take great courage to cope with something new or something challenging. We call it stepping out of our comfort zone. You might hear that phrase in everyday language. Come on, step out of your comfort zone, someone might say to you. And that's about having the confidence, the resilience, the bravery, the determination to try something that feels a little bit challenging. Small steps can be needed, but they take us very much to new and exciting places. And I know personally, when I face new challenges, that makes me feel really proud, gives me that feeling of satisfaction, boosts my confidence. So children, think about the challenges that you face in these coming days and weeks, and think about that resilience. Think about how you step out your comfort zone to make yourself feel proud of yourself and to achieve new things. So if I finish now with a prayer, this prayer is about facing challenges. Dear Lord, give us your strength to face challenges. Help us to remember that sometimes we need to take small steps to begin with, but it's starting the journey that matters. Thank you that just as you promised to be with Moses, you have also promised to be with us, wherever the journey leads us. Amen. And just some quotes to share now about that value of courage, okay? Just this one here, courage, this is from Mary Ann Radmacher. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the little voice at the end of the day that says, I'll try again tomorrow. Just repeat that last bit there. The little voice at the end of the day that says, I will try again tomorrow. And I think for homeschooling parents, for teachers, for children, for lots of us in our school community at the moment, that's a really important point, because some days will feel hard. We'll be tired, we'll be exhausted, we'll be thinking, oh, I just can't cope with this challenge. But actually, at the end of the day, if we use our courage to say that we'll try again tomorrow, tomorrow will be better, that's really important at this time. And this one here is from David Viscott. If you have the courage to begin, you have the courage to succeed. If you have the courage to begin, you have the courage to succeed. So if you children have the courage, the determination to start a challenge, you absolutely have everything you need to succeed with that challenge. So think about the challenges you're going to face over the coming days. Think about those messages from today about using your resilience, your bravery, your determination. All of those things build into courage for how you can achieve and succeed. Okay, so just to remind you of a couple of things that we have got going on this week in school that will help to enrich your remote learning curriculum. Get my words out. So at 2 o'clock today, live on Facebook, Miss Watson is doing a crafting session with you. She has put on Facebook the things that you will need for that session. I believe it's just card, pens, paper, scissors, maybe glue. Have a little check what you need. But if you want to join Miss Watson's live crafting session at 2 o'clock this afternoon, hopefully that live interaction will compensate for my lack of live assembly. But if you want to join that session, that is at 2 o'clock this afternoon with Miss Watson. Mr. Parker has been posting his Harry Potter live reading videos, so if you're behind with your chapters of Harry Potter, that might be something you want to catch up on to enjoy those reading sessions through that text. Miss Jones has posted a new baking challenge over the weekend, so again, if you would like to have a go at some baking at home, please do email her your photos of your creations. She would love to see those. Mrs. Jukes has posted a shadow art challenge. So if that's something that interests you, there's not much sunshine at the moment, but I'm sure you could use lamps and lights in your home to do some shadow art. So again, send in your creations to Mrs. Jukes. Miss Hardy has sent out some big singing activities for you to have a go at home. The songs are fabulous this year as we release those to you. So again, please do have a go at those resources. So we look forward to hearing you across Newport. Mr. M has sent out Stoke City Challenge. Had to be, didn't it? So some maths there linked to football. If you've got any entries for those, please do send them his way. And today is Languages Day, so lots of activities today centred around languages and a sharing of European culture. So I know I'm very excited about my lunch today in school. The catering team have set us a little bit of a continental menu today. So again, if you have any special foods at home today, then please do send your photos into Mr. Parker, or any photos of any of the work that you complete today as well. He would be delighted to see those. We hope you're all keeping safe and well. Please do keep in touch with us. Please remember you can email myself or your year group teams if you need anything at all, any help with your learning, or if you have any questions for the team or need any support. Please remember that we are here for you. I will see you very soon for assembly. Take care, everybody.